I want to hear about your mall massage.
Yeah, the mall massage.
That sounds awesome.
Sounds so tawdry.
Very randy.
This is a Shar situation. Shar for months has said to me, "You'll work out, and after the workout, we will go to Montgomery Mall and we'll get a massage." And I have said a number of times, I don't know. And she says, "Well, it's $1 a minute. That's what's $1 a minute to get a massage." And so we had 30 minutes. I said,
"Wow,
I
cheap.
don't know. Is it in the kiosk? I mean, I don't want.
Yeah, out in public.
Right. That's what I said.
It's like on the floor of the mall, right?
This is my great fear. Was that it would be out in the center of a mall.
Yeah.
And that everybody would see me. And I said, and she said, no. She said, first of all, none of the people there will know who you are. It's a group of Asian entrepreneurs who do all the massaging. At least that's what it looked like. At least that's what it looked like to me. And she said, no, it's not. It's in the mall, but you can go to a back room and nobody will know who you are.
Sounds worse and worse.
Okay, so I finally agree that I'm going to do this because Shar is well-intentioned and Char's a great workout babe, okay? And she does this
you have a little stress,
once a month.
Stress relief.
Right.
Yeah.
She does this about once a month. So she says, and I'm going to treat you. I want you to do this. And I said, okay. So we walk in, and there's a front room, and there's 5 or 6 people waiting who apparently are the workers. And it immediately reminded me of one of those taxi dance situations from the 1920s where all the women are sitting in the front and you give one $1 and you dance.
Mama-san. Right. You pick. I like this one.
There's also a couple of guys there.
Right, Nige, you know what I'm talking about.
And Shar said that she wanted this guy because she's had this guy before, and she said that I should have this woman who she's had before. So fine. So now there's a front room and a back room. And we repair to the back room where there are 4 or 5 tables. And now I'm in
bottle of Jergens and some Kleenex. What else is back? I mean, paint the picture. What do they got back there?
Clothes on, clothes off.
Clothes on. Now that was the whole thing. Clothes on. So I said, okay, what do I do? And she said, just lay down on this table and put your head in a
little face hole. It's a real massage table, then.
Yes, I guess.
Okay.
Oh, where you go is not a real massage table, is it?
Well, I go to several places. I don't know which you're alluding to.
Okay, so now Sean.
But you're fully clothed?
I'm fully clothed.
Okay.
Do you have your jacket on?
No, I don't have my jacket on. I'm fully clothed, and Shar has instructed the woman to just do my shoulders, my neck, and my back.
Belt straps. Yeah.
That's it. Well, whatever. I'm fully clothed, but she says to remove your belt, which I thought was odd, but okay. I took off my belt.
When in Rome?
I took off my belt.
I don't like where this is going.
No.
Love it.
I lay down. I lay down with my head down in this hole. I guess it's
massage table. They have like a little oval where your head would be, so you can face down
and you can breathe. I do what I did for when I used to actually have relationships with people. I did this all the time, and one of the reasons I don't have any anymore is because I have my eyes closed for everything. My eyes are always closed. I'm that person. So I have my eyes closed to this whole thing, and she begins to work on my neck and and my back and at various times I have to say, and there's like probably 4 tables in this area, and 3 maybe are occupied, and Shar is on the table as I'm laying down to my right because I'm on the table all the way.
So there's other people receiving treatment in the room.
Okay.
Yes.
All
so
right.
it's not.
Don't snap at me.
I'm
just
saying,
trying to understand the story.
It's not what you're used to.
Okay. Well,
okay. It's just
don't
not.
judge me.
It doesn't have curtains, and it's not. It's not that. There's no music.
Yeah. No. This is nice. It's in the mall. I get it. Go ahead.
Okay. Every once in a while. Now this is. The woman is. I'd say about 5'4", 5'5", and I don't
Buxom?
know.
Would you describe her?
No, I would not.
Attractive?
I don't even remember. No, it didn't matter.
His eyes were closed.
My eyes are closed, and my head is down.
Right.
There are times when she presses into my neck or shoulder so hard that I want to shriek. It is, and I don't say a word. I just tense myself up, and I don't do a thing. I don't understand. Later, Shar said to me, if it hurt, you should say something. I said, well, I didn't hear anybody else squealing in this room, so I just thought that would be inappropriate and very girly.
Was this just hands, or was she driving elbows into you or something, perhaps?
I don't even know. My eyes were closed. I don't know.
Really?
But it really hurt. It really hurt.
I don't think it's supposed to hurt.
No.
Well,
but
it
a sports massage, I know, can be like very painful. I've heard that before.
Oh, maybe this was a sport.
Although it might be that you were so stressed that you were so
well, that's Char's
overwrought.
Char's feeling is that I had
to
do this because the last 2 weeks of my life have been so awful that this was going to be good.
All right, so get to the good part. You roll over.
So,
No, I don't roll. See, there is no good part.
You mean that's it?
Yes, with just 30 minutes of laying down with my head down.
30 minutes?
Well, you know
30
why?
minutes. And it hurt.
When you go into this place, you're supposed to go to the back room and you say, I'd like change for a penny. And there's even room farther back after that.
Is that right?
That's the code.
That's the code.
Change
Well,
for
I
a
didn't,
penny.
I didn't know that. I didn't know
Next
any of
time.
these things. This seemed to be on
Half
the up
pence.
and up. This seemed to be on the up and up
Yeah.
on so
30
many
minutes
levels.
just on your neck?
Neck and back, my whole back and lower back and stuff like that, but fully clothed throughout the whole thing.
Interesting.
So it didn't. Then I got home and I thought maybe I'd feel a lot better, but I didn't feel a lot better.
Sore from
But
it today, or are you okay?
Yeah, no, today.
Sore from it.
Today, like I can really feel it. But I, some people get massages all the time. My friend Mitch Album gets 2 massages a week. For
I
years and
would.
years and years.
I would if I had that lifestyle and cash flow. I love it.
This wasn't a lot of money. This was
Well,
like $1
yeah,
a
but no, but
minute.
I'm talking like
And Char treated me. So it was very nice.
Album ain't getting his massages for $1 a minute.
No,
at
no,
the
no.
mall
He's got
either.
a professional masseuse.
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm talking about.
I hate massages.
Or maybe one of
You
those
hate
rooms on
massages?
M
I
Street.
hate massages.
I said to Carol, I told Carol I did this, and I said, would you like this? And she said I could never do that.
No.
Never. And I said, why? I said, I could never do it. If there were people around, I could never do it because I wouldn't relax and it would be terrible. And I said, well, they're just working on your musculature. It's not that big a deal. She said she could never, ever do it. She'd want to go to a spa. That's pricey. I mean, by the way, my one question about this was I have no idea, none whatsoever, if the person who worked on me is competent, has ever done it before, has any training whatsoever. I have no idea. How would I know? I don't know how that works. But having said that, it was sort of good.
Yeah, I mean,
Then there's a next step, though, right, Gary? There's like better
Well.
massages.
Yeah.
Better.
That's why I think I would refer to that as a partial service massage, just because it was just back and neck.
Okay.
Wouldn't elevate to full service.
And no, I didn't want my hamstrings.
But I
'cause
don't-
they hurt. That hurts. That hurts too much.
So she may not have been credentialed.
Who knows?
Is your concern? I mean,
She
all that
seemed
you
very
should worry
nice.
about is if it worked and if it felt good.
It seemed nice. Nice. And you thought it'd be a terrible story. It's
Well-
not a terrible story.
I hate massages. The way I look at it is, I had 16 years of Catholic education. They put this rigidity in my spine.
Right.
I want to keep it there.
So
I earned it the hard way.
So you don't go to you'd never get
I've been twice and I hated it.
Really?
Yeah.
Why? You got to take your clothes off.
Yeah, and I was
sort of hoping for that, but there was not even. Just take your belt off, like I was a convict or something, or getting online for an airplane.
Kim talked me into a spa weekend a couple of years ago. That would be like she was going to spa, I could golf, but she made me promise I would do this one. Couples massage with her. It's probably similar to your deal.
Couples massage.
Well, I mean, you're just, you're in a room at the same time and they do this thing. And
But it's not like sex with 4 people.
No,
Okay.
no. It wasn't. We weren't
sort of
quite
wondering.
there. Not
Okay.
quite that cool. But,
Right.
but I loved it. I mean, I loved it, and I was like hooked. And when we went up to Bellagio a couple weeks ago, I went and got a treatment up there. I mean, I dig it, and I'll spend, especially if it's a weekend at my age and with little kids away from
Right.
the kids, just to be
It's
able
good.
to spend an hour and a half
Did you have
going
a
back
woman
and
do
forth
it?
from the steam and the sauna to the pool.
Was
and
it
then
a woman or a man?
Absolutely has to be a
Has to be a
woman.
woman, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't be comfortable with a man.
And that was the Bellagio, not the Borgata.
No, I'm sorry. You're correct. Yeah,
Right.
the Borgata or the Water Club, the one in
Yeah,
Atlantic
yeah,
City.
the Borgata.
And
It's my
I
friend's.
love it. I mean, your thing sounds a little bit adventuresome, almost sort of like Black Market. But with Char there, I guess it's cool.
It was fun. All right, so we'll bag the emu. We'll come back. The emu's not going anywhere, as we know from the end of the story.
So we
we'll-
at the end of your massage story when we come back?
We'll come.
The part you left out?
I didn't leave anything out.
Got to listen to the first hour, people,
I
if you're
did
just
not.
joining us.
We'll be back with email. I'm Tony Kornheiser.
Here comes Tony's mailbag. Get your emails, faxes, and your notes. Here comes Mr. Tony's mailbag. Gonna read some for all of your folks.
Thank you, Gary. From our
What?
friend Bill Isaacson. The exact same type of shopping mall massage place with Asian employees who will not recognize you has opened in the basement level of Chevy Chase Pavilion, behind the Starbucks and next to the magazine store. Well, that's great because you could use those magazines, right, Gary?
Right on the way home.
You can go there after your daily movie and afternoon walk around the neighborhood. This will also be helpful information to your Kentucky and Ohio listeners. I love that email. It's brilliant. Mike from Burke, Virginia. I'm sorry, your massage parlor reminded you of a taxi dance situation from the 1920s? Well, 23 Skadoos, Satch. Way to skew the show beyond elderly. We're getting into Happy Birthday from Willard Scott territory. The last surviving veteran of the Spanish-American War, just heard that segment, jumped up off the couch at the rest home and broke his other hip. At least she didn't offer to love you long time. Robin Mitchell in Greenbelt, Maryland. Hello, Mr. Tony. Massage therapists must have at least 500 hours training from a state-approved program to be certified by the Maryland Department of Health and Mental Hygiene. 500 hours is a lot of hours, isn't it? That's a lot. I don't do anything for 500 hours. That's a lot of hours.
About 32 weeks, I guess, working full-time.
Kenny Ray in Fort Walton Beach, Florida. So you wondered if your masseuse was credentialed. As a child, she probably had a budding career as an air traffic controller. Cut short by a disastrous bring-your-child-to-work incident in the Tokyo airport, thereby forcing her into a life of giving massages to old, bald, orange men in the back room of American malls. That's very good.
That is a disgusting act.
Brandon Bors, thank you, Joe. Brandon Borzelli, Lebanon, New Jersey. Any massage that doesn't end with a bullet in the eye is a good massage. That's the Mo Green massage, as people remember.